Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine and studying also. Yesterday we have completed our chapter direct and indirect, and we have completed the exercises also. Today we are going to start a new chapter of your grammar, that is phrasal verbs. As you all know children, we have studied about verbs, adverbs, prepositions. So today this phrasal verb is a combination of all adverb, verb and prepositions, and it is the new concept of words that is called phrasal verbs. So I'm going to write a definition on the board, then we will discuss on that. So let's start children. So children, a phrasal verb is a combination, combination of a verb, and a preposition, or a verb, and an adverb. So with the combination in which the meaning of the verb, in which the meaning of the verb usually changed. So this is the, you can see, this is the definition of phrasal verb. So children, a phrasal verb is the combination of verb and a preposition. So this is the combination of verb and preposition, or a verb and an adverb. So this is phrasal verbs is a combination of verb and preposition, or verb and an adverb, and in which the meaning of the verbs usually changed. The meaning of the verb usually changed. So these type of the words or combination of words are called phrasal verbs. So I'm going to give you one example so you can understand nicely. For example, if we will take this put on. Put on, over here you can see this is verb and this is preposition, and it will make a new verb, that is put on means wear something, wear, you're just wearing something, so put on. So put over here a verb and this is preposition, and same if we are going to write it put off. Put off if we are going to, or you can write put up. Put up. So put up means put over here a verb, and up is a, you can say this is adverb. Adverb. Now here you can see these are the combination of two verbs. So it means put up means tolerate. Tolerate. So these combination can make phrasal verb. So these words are phrasal verb because these are the combination of two types of part of a speech, verb and preposition. So here if we are going to write over here wore, so in place of were we just use put on. Put on is a verb, or you can say this is phrasal verb. So these are the combination of two verb or preposition or verb or an adverb. These are the combination are called phrasal verbs. So children, let's start our exercises, or before going to start the exercises, I would like to read some examples, or you can say it is given in your book also. This is your chapter number 19 and page number 110. You just turn over the page and examples are given. Look up the synonyms of given words in the treasures. And the meaning of look up is find. And in the second word, if you just see in your book, that is Rita refused to put up with her brother's rude behavior. It means tolerate. Put up means tolerate. Now the third one, the little orphan was brought up by a childless couple. Brought up means taken care of, or upbringing, just we are using upbringing. So up here is a different type of part of speech. Bringing is a verb. So the combination of these two words are called phrasal verbs. That is, I am going to tell you, that is two types of the combination of preposition or verb or an adverb that can create phrasal verbs. Now I am going to brought up. It means looked after or taken care of. And now here the fourth number, mother called up her friend to wish her on her anniversary. So here called up means made a call, made a phone call. Called up means made a phone call. So here made up is a verb and the adverb over here, or preposition you can say. So these are all the combination of create a new words or new verb that is called phrasal verbs. Now the fifth one, Ragini and Tashi have made up. Made up means resolved differences. Made up means resolved differences. Do not fight anymore. So do not fight anymore because they made up. Made up means resolve their differences. So these are the words which is giving you usually a different meaning, or you can say it's usually a changes in the verb. So it is giving the meaning, the changes, usually changes in the verb. So that they are called phrasal verbs. So children, let's start doing the exercise which is given on page number 110. Phrasal verbs are interesting to read and easy to understand. Here are few more phrasal verbs to be picked up from the box and used in fill-ups. So this is your exercise number A, and we are going to complete number 1. These words are which are given in the box, that is looking forward, turn on, cut out, came across, gave up, watch out, get away, made up, laid down and hand over. So these are the phrasal verbs that we are going to complete with the help of these phrasal verbs. So exercise number A we are going to do. A, number 1. She is about to dash the lights of the corridor. She is about to dash the lights of the corridor. Now here turn on. It means switch on. So turn on. In first we are going to write turn on. Now in second, the students thought that he could dash with excuses for not submitting his assignment on time. The student thought that he could get away. So we are going to use over here get away. The students thought that he could get away with excuses for not submitting his assignment on time. Now next, third one, the brave soldier dash his life for his countries. Lay down. Laid down. It means he has given his life. So that is mean lay down. So third one we are going to write laid down. Laid down means he has given his life for his country. So third is laid down. Now fourth, behavior has dash with his cousin and do not argue anymore. Made up. Made up means we just resolve the problem. So now here number 4 is made up. Made up. So behavior has made up with the cousin and do not argue anymore. Now fifth, Deepa is dash to her sister's marriage. Now we are going to choose looking forward. It means looking forward means we are just hopeful for the next season of wedding. So looking forward, that is looking forward in the future. So number 6. Number 5, Deepa is looking forward to her sister's marriage. Now 6, my father was driving fast and mother told him to dash for a speed breaker or sharp curves. So now here we are going to watch out. We are going to use 6th number, watch out. Now number 7, my Mr. Mehta decided to dash the signed lease agreement to his landlord before he shifted into the house. So here handover. We are going to use handover. Handover means surrender or surrender. It means surrender. Now Mr. Mehta decided to hand over the signed lease agreement to his landlord before the shifted into the house. So we just give back. So that is called handover. Just giving our responsibilities. So number 8 is, after the accident, Ruhi was disheartened and due to her fractured leg, she dashed the idea of participating in the marathon. So after the accident, Ruhi was disheartened and due to her fractured leg, she dashed the idea of participating in the marathon. So here we are going to write gave up. Gave up means she was disheartened, that is why she gave up. Gave up the idea of participating in marathon. Now next is, my mother had drawn the curtain to dash a strong glare of bright sunlight. To cut out. To cut out. To cut out. To cut out the strong glare of bright sunlight. Now number 10, while walking across the valley, I dash a host of daffodils dancing in the breeze. So here, while walking across the valley, so what we are going to write, I came across. I came across. 10 is came across. I came across. While walking across the valley, I came across a host of daffodil dancing in the breeze. So children, complete it. And the next one is, next exercise is B number exercise, and that you should learn the word meanings. That is, the word is given, phrasal verbs are given over here, and you should know the meaning of phrasal verb. That is, breakdown means collapse, breakout means begin, pull down means demolish, put aside, save, put off, postpone, run away, flee, run into, meet by chance, and run over means drive over. So these are the meaning of these phrasal verbs, and your homework is that, or it is giving in this exercise, that use them in sentences of your own. You must make sentences on these phrasal verbs, and meaning is already given in your book. This is your exercise number B. So I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to complete this number B because it is depend on you, and you should use your mind and your vocabulary to make the sentences properly. You should use these phrasal verbs. Now, number C. We are going to do number C. Read the following, pick the correct phrasal verbs and fill in the blanks to complete the sentences. Now, next exercise is we should pick the phrasal verbs, and we should use the appropriate phrasal verbs in the appropriate sentence. So, in the bracket, the phrasal verbs are given. So, we are going to use this. Rohit has to dash, give back or give in the novels to the librarian today. Now next is, the driver stopped to dash, get up or fill up the fuel tank of the bus. Now third is, Kanika has dash, looked for her wallet everywhere, but she hasn't found it yet. Now next is fourth number. There is a peace and calm in the coastal town since the cyclone has dash, blown up or blown over. Now next is, Sumedha dash, called on or called up her friend to give her homemade cookies. Now next, six, he wanted to dash, stay in or stay away from the noisy crowd in the park. Now seventh is, Nasreen likes to slow off or slow around her precious jewelry. And now eighth is, Aditi dash, blew out or blew up the candles before she cut the cake while the guests clapped. Now we are going to write it, which is correct one, which we are going to use. Which phrasal verb we should use in a correct place. So let us start doing. This is exercise number B, and we are going to do first one. So children, in first we are going to write give back, and in second, fill up, in third, looked for, in fourth, blown up, in fifth, called up, in sixth, stay away, in seventh, show off, and in eighth, blew up. So completed, children, and the sentence will made like this. Rohit has give back the novels to the librarian today. Now the driver stopped to fill up the fuel tank of the bus. Third, Kanika has looked for her wallet everywhere, but she hasn't found it. And now Sumedha called up her friend to give her homemade cookies. 6. He wanted to stay away from the noisy crowd in the park. 7. Nasreen likes to show off her precious jewelry. And 8 is Aditi blew up the candles before she cut the cake while the guest clapped. Now we are going to complete next one. So children, please turn over the page 111, and this is exercise number D we are going to do. So this is exercise number D that we are going to complete. Match the phrasal verbs with their correct meanings. Now here the meanings has come. So as we have discussed in exercise number B, the meanings are there. So this is the same exercise that we should do. Match the phrasal verbs with the correct meanings. Now here the first word is set up. First word is set up. Second word is set out. So it is very good for you. It is given in your book also, and another book you can take out more phrasal verbs, because these are the words that we are using in our conversation. So we should know the correct meaning of these phrasal verbs, because many times we don't have any words to convey our thought. So that time we should use these phrasal verbs to converse, to convey our thought to other person. So these are the phrasal verbs that we are going to write the correct meaning over there. So there are many meanings are given: support, save, establish, begin, journey, excuse. So these are the meanings. Now here we are going to write support. Support. First is setup means support. The first one we are going to match it. Establish. Setup means establish. Establish. And the second is set out. Set out. So begin journey. Begin journey. Begin journey. So this is second one. Now third is backup. Backup, support. Backup means support. So here support. So usually we are using, this is the backup of my video, or this is the backup of my data. So that type of, in the computer language we are using these type of the language, backup. So backup is the support system. Now next is put aside. Put aside. Now here we are going to write, put aside means save. Put aside, we just save. We just kept our money kept aside in our another account. It means I have saved some money. So that is called kept aside or put aside. Now save. Now number 5 is let off. What is the meaning of let off? Let off means excuse. Let off means excused. So these are the correct meaning of, these are the meanings, and these are the phrasal verbs. Now let's start our new exercise, that is exercise number E. E is now tick the correct option to complete the sentences given below. So we just put a tick on the correct option, so we will complete the exercise. So let's start with children. This is exercise number E. We are going to do this. So children, now we are going to do E number exercise. The merchant set up or set out his own trading company. Second, the girl had the setup backup for her family when she struggled or complete her college assignment. Now third, the voyager put aside, set out on a fine day to explore new islands. Now number 4, the criminal was let off or let out because the police could not find proof that he had committed the crime. Now next is 5, mother back up or put aside some money to buy a jewelry box for me. Now, what the exactly phrasal verb we are supposed to use with this sentence? That we are going to do. So let's start doing exercise number E, and this exercise you can find on page number 111. This is your exercise number E. So let's start doing, children. So in number 1 we are going to use setup. So the word or sentence will be made like this. The merchant set up his own trading company. It means he established something. So the merchant established his own trading company. Set up. Now second we are going to do, that is backup. Backup, as we have studied, that backup means support. So the girl had the backup for her family when she struggled to complete her college assignment. So here you can see backup, support. Now third, the voyager set out. Set out. The voyager set out on a fine day to explore new islands. So now here you can see set out on a fine day. So in third, you just write down set out. Now in fourth, the criminal was let off. Let off. The criminal was let off. Let off. The criminal was let off because the police could not find proof that he had committed a crime. So let off means it's released. Now next is fifth. My mother put aside. Put aside. Put aside. So my mother put aside. It means she saved something. Now my mother put aside some money to buy a jewelry box for me. It means my mother put aside some money to buy my jewelry box. So here she saved some money. So that is why it is used over here. Put aside. Now we have completed this exercise number E, and few things we should remember. A phrasal verb is a combination of verb and a preposition, or a verb or an adverb, in which the meaning of the verb usually changed. Like a phrase turn on means switching on something. So here turn on a sentence means to turn on the lights. Similarly, turn off means switch off. So, mean to switch off the light. Now here turn on and switch off. Turn on, it means switch on. Turn off, it means switch off. So there are two phrasal verbs and the meaning usually change. So that we should always keep in our mind. These are the combination of verb and adverb, preposition and verb, and its meaning usually change. And we can use these phrasal verbs in our daily speaking. So sometimes we get stuck that what exact phrasal verb we are supposed to use. What exact verb we are supposed to use over there. So without the knowledge of phrasal verbs, we cannot speak properly. So we should know these phrasal verbs because these are the very important part of our spoken language or in grammar also. Because these phrasal verbs are given and we cannot know the meanings. First, we should know the meanings of the phrasal verb. You should learn all the phrasal verbs which are given in your grammar book or in other books. You should learn because this is very important for you. If you are not learning, so you will be stuck while speaking. So, learn. So, turn on, turn off, these are the phrasal verbs. And it's mean switch on and switch off. Switch off the light, we used to say. So, turn off the light. Switch on the light. So, we can say turn on light. So, these are the phrasal verbs. Now, a few examples of phrasal verb like set up means establish, set out means begin journey, and back up means support, put aside means save, let off means excused. So, these are the phrasal verbs which are given in your book. You should learn, you must learn because we can use in our daily routine. We are writing when we are writing English. So, it is very useful for you to give a correct meaning of the sentence. That time, we should use phrasal verbs. So, children, this is very important to learn all the things properly. So, this is your chapter which we have completed. This is your 19th chapter we have completed. And tomorrow, I'll come with a new concept of grammar. So children, till then, bye-bye and take care and revise this chapter again and again because this is very important for you. As we have discussed direct, indirect, very, you can say very, in a very defined manner we have discussed. So this is phrasal verb. It is also very important for you to learn and practice it. Without practice, you cannot do anything in the grammar. So, children, with this note, I say bye-bye to you. We'll meet again. Till then, bye.